Hi, everybody, and welcome to ZTV Live. Today is Tuesday, September 15th. I'm Susan Mulligan Fleischman, and I'm so happy that you're joining us tonight. And if everybody could get, oh, good. Hi, Nancy. Thank you so much for saying hello. It's always nice to know that we're actually on and you can hear us. That's two objectives accomplished right away. I'm super excited for tonight's show. I had the distinct pleasure of visiting the Animal Welfare League of Alexandria yesterday and meeting some of the pets that are there, living there right now temporarily. They're up for adoption. And we shot some great videos of them, and so you're going to see a lot of videos of the pets that we met yesterday. But I want to encourage you to ask us questions and comment in the comment box. Ask us any questions you want about the animals, about the Animal Welfare League and what they do. And speaking of the Animal Welfare League, I'm going to bring on the Director of Marketing and Communications, Gina Harder. Hi, Gina. You're on the camera. Welcome to ZTV Live.
Hi, Susan. Hi, everybody. It's fantastic to be here to talk about some of our amazing adoptable animals.
Oh, and they are amazing. I just fell in love with so many of them yesterday, and they really are great. And so I'm going to ask you one question that I don't think that I asked you yesterday, but have there been a couple of animals that it was kind of tough to say goodbye to, but you feel so good about the family they're going home with that it makes it a little bit easier?
You know, I think we all have those animals here at the AWLA. I know there were some dogs who stayed in my office for a little bit of time. Now my office is decorated with pictures of them. So even though they're not here, they're still in my heart. But I know they found wonderful families. And, you know, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That is really good. Well, I'll start by saying we're going to play the very first video. By the way, we're getting a lot of hellos from Nancy Parla from Mary Wadlin is saying hello. Hi, Mary and Nancy. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, so we're going to start with your colleague, Audrey Alessi. And so I'm just going to go ahead and play that video. So everybody, stay tuned, play the video, and we will be right back when it's done. Hi, everybody. We're here at the Animal Welfare League of Alexandria on Eisenhower Avenue, and I'm with Audrey Alessi, one of the communication specialists here at the AWLA, which is a shorthand for them, and also the cat specialist, right?
I wouldn't go that far, but I do love spending time with the adoptable cats we have here.
Awesome, great. Well, we're going to take a walk into the cat room and maybe meet some of them. So
right, let's go in.
Aw, look at these pretty cats. They're beautiful.
Yes, lots of very friendly cats all coming forward to meet new people. And here we have Archie and Acadia. They are two kittens we have who are actually a very special pair because they're what we call a bonded pair, which means they've spent their whole lives together so far, which for them has been 5 months. And we think they would like to continue living together in their future home. So when they're adopted, they'll go to the same home together.
Aw. And is that common for the bonded pairs? And do you recommend that they stay bonded, or do you sometimes try to work on helping them with separation?
It's really different for every cat. So some cats will come to us as bonded pairs. While they're here, we'll see how they do either in the shelter or in a foster home, and that can help us determine if they're indeed bonded, and we'll really rely on each other as they're moving from our shelter to their next home. Or in some instances, it might just be that they are cat social and they enjoy spending time with cats but don't necessarily need to spend time with each other. And then kittens are entirely different because kittens often do best in a home with another cat. So for adopters who have no cats at home, it's sometimes better to have two kittens, to adopt two kittens from the same litter, from different litters, just so they have a playmate, someone to help socialize. Kittens are a lot of work and have a lot of energy, so it's helpful to have someone else helping play with the kittens as opposed to just having the people do that. But then if you already have a cat at home, introducing a kitten to them can be a really good way to help achieve that for the kitten as well.
Gotcha.
She did have her space surgery pretty recently.
Hi. Oh. Oh, I love that purring.
So she's very sweet now going. And you see she has that little head tilt.
Yeah. And what's that from?
Unfortunately, it was just an ear infection that unfortunately went untreated for quite some time.
She's so sweet.
She's very sweet, very affectionate, very playful, like any other kitten. And she sure loves her friend Archie.
Yeah. Oh, she's a sweetie pie.
Yeah, so these two would be a lovely addition to any household.
And how old are they?
They're 5 months.
So that's still considered pretty young, right?
We consider cats to be fully grown at 6 months. So at
Oh,
that point, they're
okay.
still young adults. So these two, while they're still small, are getting there pretty quickly.
Okay, we're back on. Yeah, those cats were really so sweet, and Audrey knows them so well. And they're just. I mean, I don't. Do you have anything to say about the cats? I mean, do you go in there a lot? I know that you're more in the dog area, right?
I like dogs a lot, but really being at the AWLA has helped me really learn a lot more about cats. And I just, they're very distinct, just like every animal is distinct, but there are fantastic things about cats. Archie and Acadia are so sweet, and they're very individual animals. Acadia is the one who you will find reaching out through the bars, just trying to pet you, and
Yeah.
Archie will be kind of beneath the bed, just watching, seeing what's going on. But once he gets to know you, he is just as sweet and just as affectionate as Acadia.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he had that cone on his head recovering from his eye surgery. But you could, I mean, even we could see his claws. It was a great shot that our David McClure, our executive producer and cameraman, got of just him kind of reaching out almost to say hello. Like, I don't really have the energy to get up, but I see you coming over here. And Acadia was just so sweet and cuddly. And so hopefully somebody is thinking, oh, I could use those cats in my home, right? I would like to have those cats as pets. So we do have oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, and like Audrey said, they are a bonded pair, but the wonderful thing about having two kittens at the same time is they can entertain each other, they can help each other socialize. Kittens are very energetic, but having two of them means that they have a built-in best friend besides you.
Yes, absolutely, definitely. And cats are just wonderful pets. I was not a cat person either. I was always more into dogs. My parents didn't. We never had cats growing up. We always had a dog. But in my adult years, as I've met people with cats and met their cats, and I did ended up having a cat when I was an adult living in California years ago, and they really are fun pets, and they're very, very different from dogs. So they're really quite entertaining. You never know what they're going to do. Dogs are a little more predictable than cats are, for sure. So let's go to our next cat profile, and this is Sina. And I'm going to go ahead and play the video, and then I'll come back to you, Gina.
And then in here we have Sina. He'll probably come out to greet us once we start talking and he hears we're here.
Hi, Sina.
As you can see, he has a little cave bed. All of our cats have a little closed enclosure where they can have a little privacy here at the shelter. So if you don't see a cat when you first walk up, give them a little time and they'll come out to greet you just like Sina's doing.
Hi. Hi, Sina. Sina, you're big.
He is a big, beautiful boy, yes. And he's big personality, big heart, lots of love. He's very outgoing, will come right up to you.
He's so friendly. Hi.
He is.
Hi, Sina. Hi. Oh, that white is beautiful. Beautiful coloring he has.
He is beautiful. Do you want to come up here, bud? So everyone can see you?
Does he not want to be held?
He says, this is my best angle.
Yeah.
Sina might not prefer to be picked up.
Okay.
He's one of those cats where he can get a little overstimulated from excessive handling.
Hi.
So we just want to make sure that he's staying comfortable.
He almost knows that he needs to stay in his cage.
And you'll find most of the cats here, they kind of have their own comfortable space in their enclosures. But they also do get walkabouts from time to time where we let them get a little extra exercise than what their enclosures allow for. So that way they can get out and explore, but also have a space to themselves.
You're a pretty boy.
He's very handsome.
How long has he been here?
He has been here about 25 days,
Okay.
which, considering we've been adopting cats so quickly, actually puts him at our longest stay cat currently. So we're really hoping that his family stops by soon so he can meet them and get into a home and start enjoying time with his future family.
Absolutely. Oh, yes.
Are you going to lay down?
Oh, yes. Yes. Does that feel good?
He has the sweetest little meow.
He does.
He's a chatty boy.
Let's hear you.
You like that?
Meow. Meow. He says, I like it when you're in here visiting with me.
He does. I think Sina would love just a big couch to lay on by his friends. That's the sort of cat he strikes me as.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not shy. He came right out to visit as soon as we came over here.
And it's hard because he likes to spend time in his, his private bed. So you just have to give him a minute to come out and then really start visiting with you.
So personality-wise, and I know you've known him for a little while, what would you like if you had to do a character association with a famous character or a TV show? Can you think of anybody that would match him?
Cena would be the star of just any sort of comedy movie that you like, right? I could even see him being a stand-up comedian because he's so chatty.
How funny.
Because he has such a big personality that I could see him, really starring in kind of the sweet moments, but really bringing all the laughs as well.
Oh, yes. Oh, good boy. Okay, Cena is so sweet and so soft and beautiful. I just love that big patch of white down in his front and down to his paws.
He is. He's a very distinguished looking gentleman. He's a bigger guy, but I think it's just more of him to love.
Yeah, absolutely. And like Audrey said, just somebody to sit next to while you're watching TV on the couch or reading a book, and just somebody to keep company, a great companion. So, and Cena is available. Yeah, Cena is available, viewers. I did want to say that we just got a wonderful question. Bobby Mahoney, thank you so much for chiming in. He said, I'm sure that COVID has put a damper on some of the Animal League's annual fundraising events. Is there an easy way for the viewers to donate to the much-needed fund?
Oh, Bobby, thank you so much for thinking of that.
It's a great question.
Yes, we're seeing really great adoption numbers, but a lot of our events, unfortunately, we have had to cancel. We miss seeing everybody. We are always welcoming donations from people. We can do so much with them. We have an online donation page. It's at alexandriaanimals.org/donate. Try and make it as simple as possible. And if anybody has any questions, if anybody would rather mail a check or anything, they can always reach out to us by calling 703-746-4774. But, we can only do what we do because of the donations of our community. It is the majority of our funding, and every donation means we can go above and beyond for so many animals in need. Thanks, Bobby.
Yes, Bobby, that was really a great question. And can you repeat that website again, Gina? I tried to type it in, but my hands got
no
lost.
problem. AlexandriaAnimals with an S.org/donate.
Donate, terrific. And even if they go on alexandriaanimals.org, there's the donate button is right on there.
Yes, right
Okay,
at the top.
terrific. And actually on the website as well, a lot of these pets are profiled, aren't they?
Yes, we want to make sure that there are as many ways to see our animals as possible, especially right now when people are only able to come into the building by appointment. We want to make sure you can see all our available animals at any time. So again, if you visit alexandriaanimals.org, you can also go to /adopt and see our available animals that you can see. We've got pictures, we've got information about each of them. And again, if you have questions, just reach out to us. We are always happy to talk about adoptable animals.
Yes, that's really great. And then can people also make an appointment via the website, or is it better to call?
The appointment software is actually from the website, so that's the best way to go. Again, if you go to that same page, people will get tired of me saying it, but Alexandria.
No, they don't. That's good. It's good.
If you go to alexandriaanimals.org, the first thing, and we have kind of a big set of pictures at the front, is a link through to learn how to schedule an appointment. You can do that in person, or we are also offering virtual appointments. We get on we get on Zoom, and we introduce you to an animal. So whichever way works best for you, we can make that work.
That's fantastic. That's so convenient. I'm never failed to be impressed and delighted by the creativity that so many people are using to continue their business and their operations and their cause in this, with so many restrictions on them. And so the Animal Welfare League is really no different. I mean, you guys have really just done amazing work in spite of all the restrictions on you. So, but let's move on to another four-legged friend. And she's been there for quite a long time. And so I think that, I'm talking about Schnookums. So let me go ahead and I'm going to play that video. So everybody take a look at Schnookums, and then we'll be right back with you. Okay.
Right.
Audrey, and now I think that we have another, not quite a cat, but another four-legged friend who's been here for a while.
Exactly. So we have Schnookums the turtle here. Schnookums is a red-eared slider, which you can tell by the side of her neck has distinctive red markings. That's what determines that, kind of up behind her eyes.
Hi, Schnookums.
Schnookums is about 8 years old, and she's actually pretty big for a red-eared slider. She's right at about 7.5 inches. So as you can see, she has a pretty spacious setup here. And we want to make sure that Schnookums has plenty of space in her future home, because turtles her size really do need space to swim around, have basking areas, you can see she even has a little nook here where she can have some privacy. So all that's really important for turtles. And actually this entire setup can go home with her.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Exactly, just so her future family is ready to give Schnookums everything she needs to live a healthy life.
And then how did she come to you?
Schnookums came to us as an owner surrender, so her family wasn't able to take care of her anymore. But that's why we're here. We're here as an open access shelter. We are here to take in any animal in the city of Alexandria that needs shelter. And so Schnookums has been with us actually for quite a while now. She's a member of what's called our 100-Day Stay Club. So animals who've been with us for over 100 days. And back over the summer, our summer campers helped throw her a physically distanced 100-day stay party, where they came, and you can see there's still some decorations up. She had a portrait commissioned, and they made a little banner for her. So it was a lot of fun.
Well, she is a special turtle, that is for sure.
She is. And one thing to know about Schnookums is the way to her heart is some good treats.
Oh.
She loves treats. Specifically, mealworms are her favorite. And just as a note, mealworms are definitely a treat. They're not an all-the-time food. Even turtles require a balanced diet, a nice mix of fresh vegetables. They sell turtle food at pet stores. So these are definitely a special treat, but she loves them. And she's probably even waiting for them now. So we can put a couple in. I think we're going to put it right here.
When you put it in the water so you don't give it to her.
She's still a little bit shy of new people.
Oh, so am I too close? Should I come back a little?
I think you're fine. It's mostly when the hand gets close to her, she gets a little shy because she's not used to people reaching towards her as much.
There she goes for one. Oh, yeah.
Yep. But with any pet, the more treats, the more time you give them, the more they become accustomed and get used to you, and you develop that bond.
Right.
So as you can see, she's ready for another one.
I was going to say, she's like, where's the next one?
I know. She knows another one's coming.
She's a good girl.
She's very good, yes.
It is. Well, she has that quick reptilian kind of grab with her.
Exactly, yeah.
Good girl, Schnookums.
So even for these little treats, she's on the hunt.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she's very sweet, has a lot of personality. You want to feed her a couple mealworms?
I'm sure, thank you.
Yeah. She's ready for them.
These are frozen, so I'm not picking up a live mealworm.
Yes.
I'm brave, but I'm not that brave. Actually, these are kind of tricky to get your hand on.
They are.
With the sanitizer. Here we go. Oops, I dropped it, but that's okay. She doesn't mind.
Nope.
Can I give her one more?
Of course.
Hi, Schnookums. Oops. Good girl. One more. She's so funny the way she retracts. Is that the word, retract, or is it a recoil?
Yeah. And some animals can be hand shy, but again, treat some time. Hello. I have no more treats for you.
So is this like, a sleeve of cookies out of the Oreo tray?
They're a little healthier than that. They just contain a lot of protein. Okay. And since she is contained by the size of her shell, it's really important to make sure that turtles don't get overweight and gain too much protein weight. So that way that's why having a balanced diet of protein, but also fresh fruits and vegetables, things like that, is very important.
Good girl. I think that's it for today. She has beautiful markings. That striping all around her head, and there's the red marking that you were talking about before.
Exactly.
Oh, sure. Now you're going to be my friend. You want another one more or no?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, here you go. Yeah, we're friends now.
And you thought dogs could only have puppy dog eyes.
Yeah, right, exactly.
She knows how to beg.
She is really sweet. Okay, we're back on. Audrey was so funny. She really cracked me up with the, she knows she has those, the doggy, puppy dog eyes.
Yeah, we say every animal is an individual, and let me tell you, Schnookums has a personality. She is just so fun. She's so funny, and when she finds her home, somebody is going to be a very happy Schnookums friend. Oh,
I think so. When we were standing there, I mean, she recognized that little red bowl of the mealworms. I mean, right away when Audrey was standing there, and talking to me, she was like, "Oh, I know what's coming next," So, yeah, I never thought that I would be saying what a cute turtle, but she really was so endearing. Very kind of calm, and knew that there were treats coming. So, and her markings were just so pretty and looked so pretty in the water. So,
She's beautiful. She's smart. Our team is actually working to try to give her something new to try. We are working on clicker training her. So you may have heard that it can be done with dogs, but it can be done with cats. It can be done with other animals. So that's probably part of the reason she was so attuned to those mealworms, is because we've been working on that clicker training, and mealworms are the perfect prize for when she's showing off.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Wow, you guys are learning something new every day, in addition to the pets that are with you and under your care. Okay, so now we're going to, and by the way, I wanted to remind the viewers, if you have any questions at all, please go ahead and mention it in the comments. There's a tiny little delay, but I can usually see what the questions are. So we love to get the questions. Gina loves to talk about her job and everything that she does at the Animal Welfare League. So you have her undivided attention. So go ahead and send us in a question. In the meantime, we're going to meet a guy who stole my heart, and his name is Pablo. So I'm going to go ahead and show you Pablo right now. We'll be right back after Pablo.
You ready, buddy? Let's go say hi.
Hi, Pablo.
You want to come in?
Oh, Pablo's a little shy.
Good boy.
He's beautiful.
He's a big guy, but he is a little shy, like you said. Size isn't always.
Hi, Pablo. You smell like sanitizer. I know it smells very antiseptic.
Hey, buddy. Hey. So this is Pablo. He is shy about making his big debut, but he is 3 years old. Oh, there he goes. He knows where the camera is.
He is.
He says, get all my best angles. It's every side. So like I said, he is about 3 years old. He is an American Bulldog. And as you can see, he's a big guy. He is about 115 pounds.
Wow. Oh, he's so soft.
Yes, he is. And check out his brindling right here. I think it looks like he has tiger stripes on just part of his body.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Pablo. Now, one way to Pablo's heart, he knows what I'm going for already, buddy, is treats.
Hi.
When you're this
Good
big,
boy.
having some treats is always good. What do you think, buddy?
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't even want them. He's so just excited to come and meet you.
He was
yes.
a little nervous.
So, a dog this size, Pablo is really just a big couch potato. He is, as you can see, he's not going to go running marathons with you.
Right.
He's just looking for the opportunity to find a great home, someone to snuggle up with. He would be the dog who's binge watching television with you and maybe picking some Animal Planet.
He looks like he could be a couch cushion.
You're so much prettier
Come
than
here,
a
Pablo.
couch
Come
cushion.
here. Oh, you're
Hi,
a good
buddy.
boy.
Pablo-
That's a good boy.
Now, Pablo just had surgery last week on his eyes. He had a situation called entropion, which is when your eyelids roll in a little bit, and was causing him a little frustration. So we repaired that so he's much more comfortable.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and now he's just looking for a family, right, buddy?
Oh, he's so sweet, and
He
he's so
is.
mellow and even-tempered. He seems
He's a
to be
very chill guy, yes.
So here we go with the character game. Who would he play?
It's funny because one of our volunteers described him as Eeyore, and when you look at him, he's so Eeyore-ish because he's big, he's kind of slow, he's a little
Yeah.
lumbering,
Oh, yeah,
but he
poor
just has a
Eeyore.
great positive outlook on life, don't you,
Yeah.
buddy? Yeah.
Yeah.
I would never say you have an Eeyore personality. He's a very sweet guy. He knows, what he likes, and he knows what he wants to find in a family.
Hi. These dogs are so classically depicted in cartoons, too, aren't they?
Yes,
All the
yes. I
bulldogs.
mean, with the jowls like that, it's
Yeah.
he has such a distinctive look.
He sure does.
And it's funny because he has that big face, those big jowls, but honestly, it just means that when you see his smile, it's even bigger. It is, there we go. Yeah, there's your handsome
my smile. Are you talking about me? Yes, we are, Pablo. Good boy.
He knows he's handsome,
Oh,
but he
that's
doesn't mind us
fantastic.
talking about it.
No, not at all. Not at all. Pablo, he knows he's handsome.
He does. He really does. And he's right, of course.
Yeah. No, I mean, and he is so mellow, very, very gentle-natured. I mean, you can kind of tell, really, what the personality of these animals are pretty quickly, can't you?
That's an interesting question. We do say that the shelter isn't an environment that is necessarily what we're wanting for animals, we ultimately want them to be in a home. So they may do things here that might be different in homes. So we don't want to say that what you see here is exactly what you're going to get. Obviously, we hope that every animal flourishes and blossoms in their new home. But I think it's pretty safe to say that, like I said, Pablo's a big couch potato.
Yeah, he really is, and yeah, he you can kind of see the Eeyore because he's just kind of slow moving, and but he didn't seem sad. He just kind of seemed chill.
Yeah, just a relaxed.
Yeah. Oh, Bobby Mahoney just said that Pablo is a handsome fella, and he wonders if he and Schnookums would make good housemates.
I think Schnookums would not know what to make of a big dog. I think Schnookums would be happy to have a room of her own, perhaps, and know Pablo is nearby. But,
that's right.
If somebody's interested, just reach out to us. We are happy to talk to you more about both of them.
Perfect answer. And then we're going to move on to our fifth and final featured pet of tonight, and that is Roscoe. So everybody meet Roscoe. Here she comes.
Say hi, Roscoe.
Hi, Roscoe. How are you?
So this is Roscoe. He is a lot of energy. He's very curious about the camera.
How strong you are holding him.
He is. It's funny because right now he just wants to explore everything. His favorite thing is toy chests. He goes in, he finds his favorite toys. He'll literally go in the toy chest.
Hi.
You gonna show us, buddy? What do you think? What's in there?
Oh, because he knows the toys are in there.
Are you gonna pick? Should we get you one?
He says, "You pick, Mom."
There you go. Good boy. I know. Tennis balls are his favorite. Roscoe loves to play fetch. He's really good at it. Here. You want to come say hi, buddy?
Does he know drop it?
We are working on that one.
Roscoe, come here. So what kind of a breed is Roscoe?
So Roscoe is definitely a very interesting looking dog, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
We have him listed as a German Shepherd mix. The mix, we're not sure. He could be a little bit Rottweiler. He could be a little something else. It's not a dog look that you see a lot, but I think he is just such a handsome and such a distinctive looking guy.
He is.
He's about 6 years old, but good, it's belly time.
A good boy.
Yeah. So one of the things when Roscoe's comfortable with his friends, he loves to show off his belly. He's a big fan of belly rubs.
Aw.
Yeah.
You're a good boy.
And about 6 years old, he does have that rounded look like a big puppy, but you are a full-grown adult, aren't you, buddy? Even though sometimes you're silly like a puppy.
Good boy. Good boy. Oh, yes, you're a good boy.
Yes, he's very good. In Roscoe's previous home, he did really well he lived with some kids, he lived with some dogs. We do recommend that anybody who is introducing dogs that they're adopting with a dog in the household, that they do meet beforehand, and we offer that opportunity here.
That's good. That's
good. It's just something, it gives everybody a chance to get to know each other. And, if maybe the home dog is worried about maybe a dog that's bigger than them, it gives us a chance to see that kind of thing beforehand. Thanks, buddy.
And that's something that you can kind of determine here too, how well they get along with other dogs.
So what we do here is for most of our dogs, we do a dog meeting. So dogs who come here will meet with other dogs that are already here, just to give us an idea of how they generally do with dogs. Obviously, it doesn't mean that how they'll do here with one dog is necessarily how they'll do with another dog in a home environment, but it helps us see if there's anything that we should be aware of. Sometimes big dogs, they don't know how big they are.
Right.
And so it's just good to see, even if they love to play, they may not realize that if they're playing with someone smaller, that they're playing, pretty big, pretty rough. So.
Yeah. And he seems very polite and friendly. Would he be okay in a family or?
So like I said, he has lived with children before. Obviously, you want to make sure if he's going to a home with kids that they know how to interact with dogs. And I think that's things that responsible parents are always teaching their kids.
Right.
I think he could enjoy a home with a lot of different people. He is pretty well trained. He knows sit. He's been very house trained in our experience and in his previous home. And I think he's just really smart. I think he would be happy to learn even more.
Yeah.
If somebody were looking to take him for additional training, to do kind of skills things with him, I think he would be the perfect dog for that.
Yeah. And he's only 6 years old, so I guess that's on a little bit on the younger middle aged, right?
Yeah. Normally we define adult dogs. Oh, excuse me, buddy, as about 8 years old. I think Audrey talked to you before. Generally, that's more from a veterinary perspective. We just want to make sure to start looking for certain things that you may see in older dogs around 8 years old. But yeah, Are you even a middle-aged dog yet, buddy? I think you're just a big puppy.
He is.
You are
Well,
just a big puppy.
No matter what age, he has a lot of puppy in him. So
Oh,
he's
absolutely.
definitely- Yeah, yeah.
Got a lot of energy.
Uh-huh.
He would be a type of dog who would love to go on long hikes. He
Yep.
might be a runner. I'm not sure, buddy. We haven't tried that one yet. But yeah, anything that you do that requires a lot of energy, I bet he would love to be your partner.
Yeah. And if he's so smart, he could certainly be trained to run with enough treats, right? He would be trained to be able to run with you.
We always want to make sure, some dogs aren't built for running, whether it's the way
Oh,
they're
I
shaped,
see.
whether it's their
Uh-huh.
age, whether it's health. So, you got an even better toy. I would say,
Good boy.
he says, and now it's time for the serenade portion of today's show. I would say for any dog, if you're thinking about running with them, talk to your veterinarian. They'll know the most, but then also see how they do. If they seem like they're not into it, like they're panting very heavily, they're just not able to keep up the speed.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's not a dog who's looking for running.
Yeah.
But I've seen, he loves going on long walks and hikes, so I
Yeah.
can say that for him.
Uh-huh. Oh, he's a good boy.
He is so sweet.
Yeah. And how long has he been here?
He's actually been here a little more than a week.
Okay.
We have dogs being adopted very quickly right now. So he's one of our dogs who's been with us for a little while, longer than others actually. Pablo was probably our longest stay dog at about 2 weeks, but we're
Okay.
hoping that we can get them some attention to help them find their new
So,
families.
well, that's fantastic that you're having that kind of turnover, though, that they're not
is.
staying here that long.
It is. It's wonderful. I mean, obviously, the more animals who come through here, it means more. We can help even more animals, and it means that we are helping more people find
I
beloved
was going to
pets.
say, and you're helping the dogs find a home, and you're helping the homes find a dog. It's a great, what a
Exactly.
gratifying job. That's
It's-
the best part of your job,
It's
right?
wonderful to help people make that match. That's for sure.
That's fantastic. Oh, he's so good.
Are you silly? Are you silly? I say this guy's our class clown. He's smart and he knows when to pay attention to the teacher, but sometimes you just got to be a goof.
So he's like the Jim Carrey of the group, maybe.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh, it feels so good. Oh, that's just sheer joy right there.
Oh yeah.
That's just fantastic.
Roscoe is a dog who knows how to love life.
And he has beautiful colorings too. I love his little. It's almost like a tuxedo.
Like a
right?
bib, yup.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, you are too cute,
he's
buddy.
showing off for the camera. Very nice. That was impressive.
Just
He's
like
"There's more
Pablo,
toys
he
in
knows
here."
his good sides. He knows every single thing that has toys in it. I swear,
Uh-huh.
he's so smart.
That is really great. Okay, so that was Pablo. I'm sorry, Roscoe. Throwing that when he grabbed that toy and threw that up in the air. He was so animated. He was so happy to be out playing and having people around. So, yeah. Now we had talked before, Gina, about the breeds, and people are always wondering what breed a dog is, and certainly there's mixed breeds that come into the shelter, and do you guys do DNA testing on the dogs like that?
So we don't do DNA testing, no. We know sometimes people have done DNA testing after they've adopted, and we love hearing back. We love getting reports of what mixes they are. Sometimes they're very interesting mixes. But for us, especially with dogs that are mixes of breeds, you might expect, if you think a German Shepherd, for example, which we think Roscoe might be partially German Shepherd, if you think that they have certain traits and then maybe whatever his other breeds are have certain traits, you might expect to think that Roscoe would have those same traits. But really, once you mix breeds, it's not like you're going to get 50% of this and 25% of this and 25% of this. Every dog is really an individual. And so we wouldn't want to give people an idea that a dog might have those traits because they might be a specific breed, when really that could be not the case entirely.
Right. And you really never even know, if it had a German Shepherd mother, maybe that mother wasn't a pure German Shepherd anyway, and or father. So, but he's obviously a super playful guy, pretty strong. So you'd need, you'd need somebody to be able to hang on to the leash. But he's so smart. He just wants the toy.
Well, he was pretty excited about being out and by meeting new people yesterday too. He is pretty good on a leash. He is he's lived in homes before, he's house trained. So don't be scared that he's a big brute. He's really just a sweet guy, and I think he can learn so much.
Yeah. I mean, he just seems so happy and playful, and his tail was wagging the whole time. So that was really That was really great. Well, this has just been a pleasure. And so thank you so much for allowing us to come by yesterday and to get to know and profile these wonderful pets that you guys are taking such good care of temporarily until they find their forever home. And we'd want to remind everybody again that it's alexandriaanimals.org/donate if you want to support the shelter, or it's the same alexandriaanimals.org/about or adopt,
Yes.
sorry. Or just visit alexandriaanimals.org and look all around, because it's a wonderful website. I mean, it's a really well done website, and there's a lot of information on there.
Thank you. And I'll toss out one more, just as long as we're giving out our web addresses, because we do miss interacting with the community. Obviously, we're not able to see people as much as we'd like to, but that doesn't mean there's not ways for us to connect. We are actually launching a new book club. It's an animal-themed book club called PAWS, P-A-W-S, to read in October. And we'll be starting with the title, All Creatures Great and Small. It's a great animal classic. So we hope people will be interested in joining us for that too. And there is a lot more information at alexandriaanimals.org/book club.
Terrific. And then also there's some other fun things on there too. What was it?
Yes, we were always looking for new events. So I am a trivia geek. So I decided next Friday we are going to be hosting the AWLA Pup Quiz. It's like a pub quiz, but with
Pup
animals.
quiz, that's right, yeah.
So yes, you can find more about any of our events. We're coming up with new ones all the time at alexandriaanimals.org/events. And you can see that Pup Quiz event is live now, so you can register if you want to join us next Friday. We will have adoptable animals, and we will have really weird and fun animal questions. So I hope we'll have a lot of people join us.
Well, it sounds fantastic, and I think that it's just such a great idea. I'm admiring all your creativity and all the wonderful ways that you're bringing the animals to the people, since the people can't really come to see the animals. So you guys are just doing an amazing job over there, and thank you so much for your dedication to them all. And I would want the viewers to know that Gina and I, we will be doing this again. We'll be sure to let people know when the next one is going to be. But we all had so much fun doing this that we definitely want to do this again, maybe in another month or so.
Sounds great. Our animals are always looking forward to opportunities to be famous.
Absolutely. Well, that sounds great. Gina, thank you so much for your time yesterday and today, and again for everything you do. And we'll be talking to you soon.
Thank you, Susan.
Okay, take care.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, there we go. So that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for your comments and your questions and your likes and your loves. We really just enjoyed this show so much, doing it and meeting the animals. And Gina and Audrey and everybody at the shelter was just really amazing. I love the work they do, and we're just so thankful for everything that they're doing. And again, since the people can't come to the animals, they're doing what we were doing, trying to help them bring the animals to you. So thank you all for tuning in tonight. Tomorrow night, please tune in to ZTV Live. Excuse me, Allison Preby, the Queen Bee, will be here with her buzzworthy segment, and she'll be speaking with, they'll be broadcasting live from the Purple Goose, the children's boutique up in Delray. She'll be with Linda Johnson and Paula Holzel. I hope I pronounced that correctly. But they'll be talking about fashion in the age of virtual learning, and the back-to-school fashion in the age of virtual learning, and also what to look for in the upcoming fall and holiday season. So that should be a really fun show tomorrow night. And then on Thursday night, the Virginia Amos show is on, and Virginia's guest will be Val Hawkins from the Agenda Alexandria. He's chair of Agenda Alexandria. So tune in Thursday again, but before that, tune in tomorrow night. And until then, remember to be kind and to be the good news in someone's life.